Hi, this is Amy. Just wanted to show you some food storage ideas that I do that I find helpful in cooking, saving money. I have for years tried to keep larger supplies of food, going to discount warehouse stores and buying in quantity, and so for years I was doing it and I wasn't really sure, I didn't really have a grasp at what I was actually doing until I ran across some information on the internet, and I will put in below some links to where I found most of the information that I have. So after I learned about the concept of food storage, I realized that's what I was trying to accomplish. So I started putting this binder together, and in here, this is where the internet site I got this from is everydayfoodstorage.net, and she put together all these lists. These are baking ingredients, baking mixes, canned or bottled foods, seasonings, starches, dried fruits and vegetables, and storage long-term checklist that you can see the little notches of the items that I actually have or have had. I'm not really going to keep absolutely everything here, but so anyway, I put this binder together that just has bread recipes and that type of thing in the back. So I'll show you how I store some of these items, because it does take a little bit of organization and space to accomplish it. So I will start with my baking supplies. Okay, I have this little cabinet in my kitchen next to my refrigerator that I try to keep most of my baking goods or storage things. In the corner here, that's actually peanut oil, and this is also peanut oil, and so I keep that for obviously different frying things. I do keep a smaller container of regular oil and olive oil, and I keep smaller containers of baking powder and those items, over by my spices and things. But I do keep, I buy baking powder in bulk. I do use flaxseed meal. I put that in muffins and things. My family catches me at it. It must have a distinct taste to them because they're always calling me on it. I keep my light corn syrup over here. Let's see. I also keep, these are dried cherries, and I keep raisins. And I usually have, in this one I will keep baking chips. I don't have any of those right now. And I keep sunflower seeds. I keep, I don't like a lot of beans, but I do like the pinto or garbanzo bean. So I do have these. You do have to think ahead before you're using them, because you do need to let them soak for actually a couple days. These are just peanuts, Spanish peanuts. I keep brown sugar. I keep more downstairs. And I keep sunflower seeds. Then I keep cocoa. And this is unsweetened coconut. And I also keep powdered eggs. I keep the recipe on top. I also have another conversion chart that I use when I have to go beyond needing like one whole egg. I can convert to half an egg, quarter egg, or larger quantities. So I keep powdered buttermilk. This is non-instant. buttermilk. I also keep powdered sour cream. I have not actually used this yet. This is something new I added this year. I probably would not mix this up and put it, dollop it on my potato. But if you're making any dish that calls for sour cream, it's nice. Like with the powdered eggs and the powdered milk, you don't have to always have these fresh items on hand. So, so I keep that. I of course have here, this is self-rising flour. This is bread flour. I keep all-purpose flour extra. I have smaller containers on the other side of the kitchen. And that's pretty much all I have in here right now. On the top shelf I keep Ziploc bags. So, okay, that takes care of this cabinet. These are some of the food storage items I like to keep in the freezer. I will buy bulk carrots and celery and other vegetables, when they're on sale, or even when they're not. I can buy a 5-pound bag of carrots. I peel and chop them up. So I do carrots, I do celery, these peppers, they were on sale, so I did those. Peas, I bought a great big bag of peas, Central Wisconsin, where they grow awesome vegetables. I got those this summer. And sweet onions, I just picked those up actually in Central Wisconsin on my way home last week. I got those. I got 50 pounds of potatoes. I'm going to get into how I'm going to try and store and what I'm doing with those potatoes. So what I do is I chop them up. I lay them on a cookie sheet. I put them in the freezer for at least an hour, and then I transfer them into the Ziploc bags. That way they don't stick together in one ball of vegetables. They're all loose. And when you're cooking, you can save all that prep time of cleaning and chopping vegetables, especially during the week when I'm working. Gotta come home, have to have something for supper. So I like to try and keep these items in the freezer all the time. It just makes life a lot simpler. I only keep so much that I can use in, maybe a couple of weeks or up to a month. But they do keep. I've not had any trouble with anything spoiling. So that's what I keep in my freezer to help meal preparation and save money, less waste. Here are some more items I try to keep a supply of. I try to keep all kinds of pastas. This is macaroni, and then these are those vegetable pastas. I keep spaghetti. I keep downstairs, I might be out right now, I normally have egg noodles, and I keep those. Because I have kids, I keep these macaroni and cheese boxes, kids and my husband. And then this, for the kids to make quick. I also keep things like dried mushrooms and minced onion and minced garlic. And I also grow and dry my own spices. I did a video on that, a couple of them earlier this summer, of growing and dehydrating and the spices that way. I also keep things like this type of dry ravioli, with the cheese inside. So I keep some of that. I also have frozen ravioli in the freezer. So I also keep these items all the time.